Good day, my name is Ayman, and today I'll be presenting the key highlights of our proposal for the KLIA Aerotrain renovation project, with a specific focus on project planning and project scheduling. The project was undertaken because repeated technical failures, particularly in the highly publicized failure in March 2023, that caused service disruptions and safety concerns. The aim of the renovation is to replace the aging people mover system at KLIA with a more efficient and reliable alternative, the Alstom Innovia APM 300, an automated airport rail system. The project cost totals Rm 743 million, while its completion date was scheduled by Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad, or MAHB, as May 2025. Our major objectives include replacing the old system in place, upgrading supporting infrastructure, and equipping with sophisticated signaling and control system without a high level of disruptions to passengers service in the course of installing them. The ultimate achievement is to offer an efficient, safe, and future-proof airport transit system. We initiated the planning process by defining clear project boundaries. This project includes engineering design, procurement and installation of new APM trains, track and system upgrades, and operational training. It does not include unrelated airport facilities and long-term maintenance beyond the initial handover period. Stakeholder management is a key component of this project. We identified the main stakeholders such as MAHB, APAD, Alstom, IGM Construction, and Prestige International, and define their roles, interests, and communication plans. Public stakeholders such as airlines and passengers will also manage through announcement and feedback mechanism. We structured the project according to a work breakdown structure, WBS. This divides the project into 7 main components: project management, design, procurement, construction, system integration, testing, and commissioning, and finally training and handover. There are specific deliverables and responsible individuals for each package. In human resources needed, the project depends on engineers, procurement teams, safety officers, skilled technicians, and facility coordinators. The primary equipment needed includes the Alstom APM 300 units, CBTC, signaling system, construction equipment, safety systems like CCTV and alarms, and testing equipment such as simulators and diagnostic kits. Now moving on to project scheduling, our project is divided into 6 phases. Project kickoff, starting in June 2023, initiates the charter and team coordination. Design and engineering follows, concluding in September 2023 to finalize technical drawings and safety plans. Procurement runs until January 2024, covering vendor selection and contracts execution. Construction and installation takes place over 12 months, completing by January 2025, with civil works, track laying, and equipment integration. Testing and commissioning follows until March 2025, including regulatory certification by APAD. Finally, training and handover runs through May 2025, ensuring operational readiness. All timeframes were developed using top-down estimates and historical data from similar projects. We modeled this schedule using the critical path method, identifying the delays in procurement or installation would directly affect the final handover date. This critical path includes the design, procurement, installation, testing, and handover tasks. We have established several major milestones to track the project's progress. First, design completion by September 2023, procurement by January 2024, construction by January 2025, testing by March 2025, and final system handover in May 2025. Progress will be monitored through milestone reviews, monthly reports, and earned value analysis supported by Microsoft Project and Primavera P6 tools. We've also identified key scheduling risks. This includes potential delays in equipment delivery, especially from Alstom, approval holds up from APAD, weather-related disruptions to civil works, and workforce or safety issues during construction. Each of these risks has been addressed through mitigation strategies like early procurement, stakeholder coordination, safety enforcement, and schedule buffering. This comprehensive approach ensures that the KLIA aerotrain system will be operational on time and within budget, while meeting the safety and quality standards expected by the airport authority and the public.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Hanif bin Hajo and my metric number is BK22110019, and today I will talk about project control. First thing first, performance monitoring and progress tracking are very important for the project control. This consists of four, which is the resources, the cost, the quality, and the budget. For the resources, we need to know that every resource that we need are enough mencukupi di setiap kawasan sebelum membuat repair. So relocating resources to critical area is very important to make sure the flow is good and smooth. Secondly, the cost. Uh, as an audit or someone to calculate the cost, he or she need to know what real-time adjustment to the spending. Berapa banyak masuk, berapa banyak keluar, apa yang digunakan, apa cost setiap barang-barang tersebut. So, cost is very important too. Thirdly, the quality. Regular quality assessment are very important to make sure the product is high quality output. And lastly, the budget. So budget is same as the cost. He need to know how much he must or she to spend the range before using all the budget lah. Then proceed to develop the risk mitigation strategy and contingency plan. Okay, before we develop a risk mitigation strategy, we need to know the risk. So, based on our case, which is the aerotrain case, there are five identified risks, which is resource shortage, technical failure, cost overrun, delay in timelines, and quality deviation. So, what's a risk mitigation strategies we offer for selesaikan risk yang kita identify? So, first thing first, to maintain a buffer stock of material is the solution we provide for the resource shortage. Perform routine maintenance, and then conduct periodic cost variance analysis, then use scheduling technique, which is the CPM and PERT, and Gantt chart also can be used, and establish clear quality benchmark. So this risk mitigation strategy will help to develop and smoothly the repair operation. So what is the contingency plan? So as you know, contingency plan is like a backup plan or the plan B. So what we provide in contingency plan is 5, which is activate pre-approved contract with supplier for emergency material procurement. So this is more to resources. We don't want the resources to shortage and delay the repair work. then temporary replacement equipment to maintain operation. This is for the make sure the technical failure is lower and the time operation is optimum. Then the tap in contingency fund for unexpected high priority expenses. Uh, this is important too as we need to collect money for the emergency use, like emergency use lah, and redistribute source to fast track critical activity. Ambil resources, the important resources to the most critical area and help them to maintain and repair more faster. And lastly, the increase the frequency of quality inspections to catch and correct issue faster. So inspection quality is very important. Regular inspection is crucial too because as the quality is good and the best quality we got, technical failure or the kerosakan dapat dielakkan, dapat dicegah. So proceed to monitoring method or process for resources. So how to monitor the resources? First thing first, monitoring resource allocation. So this utilize project management software such as Primavera and Mac project to monitor the distribution of resources such as labor, equipment, and supply. So with this software, the people inside the pejabat can know the quantity of resources we have without needed to go to the site. And then regular team meeting. So team meeting is uh, crucial to know the resources, how much resources we have. So by encourage team member to voice resources related issue such as the shortage, the terbazir melebihi daripada asal, so it can we can come out with best solution. For monitoring costs, we need budget tracking. Uh, Compare actual spending to the estimated budget for each task regularly. So making this regularly can show the differences and pattern, so we can track the budget more efficiently. And then the detailed cost breakdown. For each breakdown, each component, we need to know the detail, the cost, and the time to repair the machine lah. And by calculating detailing cost breakdown for each task, and we can set appropriate budget and avoid over expenditure. So like if the machine is big and very expensive, we need to at least have one backup machine for that machine. So if the machine is uh, breakdown, we can ganti that machine faster and the cost repair will be reduced. Like we don't need to uh, purchase the other machine, and we don't need to see what machine is used or what component used. So it's budget, it cost, and save time also. Method or process for quality. So we come out with the quality assurance inspection. So conduct a frequent inspection and audit throughout the project to ensure adherence to quality standard. So as we know, quality is very important and we must regularly check the quality of the project. Each component must be past the quality uh, regulation. Then define quality standard and goal. As I said just earlier, set a clear quality expectation and ensure align with project requirement. So the quality is uh, aligned with the project yang telah disetkan. And lastly, the monitoring time. So time is also a very important for the project. We don't want the project to extend and delay very much. So by using these two methods, which is the Gantt chart tracking and regular process meeting, we can make sure the repair is running smoothly without delay too much time. So the Gantt chart tracking is uh, compare progress to plan schedule regularly to identify delay or deviation. So we make a Gantt chart for each week and each month needed. So like we know what the duration we need. For example, the repair and maintenance. We need at least a full 1 month to repair and maintenance. So by that, we can set the maintenance and repair for 1 month. We can set the expectation to be it finished in 1 month. So what if the repair and maintenance more than 1 month? So we can know we should make the repair and maintenance more faster so that it's not delay too much. And then regular process meeting. This create an action plan to address delay and ensure milestone achievement. So feedback approach. We need feedback too from the coworker, the project management, from the all aspect. Then we come up with two solution lah, which is open communication channel, which is establish open communication amongst stakeholder, project team, and relevant parties, and encourage feedback on project progress, difficulty, and potential improvement. So this open communication channel uh, give opportunity to all the relevant parties that uh, bersama-sama bekerjasama mengerjakan repair and maintenance, so that we can know what is more or less on the project, the resources, the quality, the time, the cost, all we can know by doing the open communication channel, because the project team are the one that know what's happening on the site. Stakeholder only know the progress. They don't know what happened on the site, what they need, what they what is the best for the project, and so on. And then the feedback survey. The feedback survey periodically distribute feedback survey to collect insight on project performance and satisfaction, and the use survey result to identify improve opportunity and implement necessary change. Like I said, the project team are the one that uh, hands on the project. They know how hard the repair and maintenance is. They know how much the resources they need. So by feedback survey, they give feedback to the stakeholder or the project manager, and they know what the improvement opportunity they can do for the future. Then we proceed to the quality management. So identification and discussion of possible problems. So, what the possible problem we can get? The first thing first, the frequent breakdowns from the error thread. Uh, they always break down. So we investigate the cause that the edge infrastructure is very old and the inadequate maintenance. The impact from this frequent breakdown is stranded passenger and safety risk. This is very important. Then the safety concern. The cause of this safety concern are the mechanical and electrical failure. This this can this can impact suspended service and also a safety risk to the all passengers and the people around. The operational disruption. It caused the repeat breakdown, lack of contingency plan, and the impact from this disruption, delayed travel, passenger frustration, and can need to refund the money, and it can cause a lot of uh, external costs. And then lastly, the lack of preventive inspection. For the cause is the absence of systematic inspection. The inspection is not assessed regularly. It can cause the high maintenance costs in the future and the reduced operational availability. So, what is the quality improvement approach we can do? Firstly, we can define measurable quality objective. This is like a set target to monitor performance, such as reducing breakdown by 80% to 90% within the 12 month and achieving the on-time service availability. Then the number two is root cause elimination. The root cause of that breakdown we need to know and used to like Pareto analysis to identify a major failure causes and implement a correct measure. Number three, continuous monitoring and reporting. Track the KPI through the centralized dashboard and conduct a monthly quality review meeting. Number four, empower employees, encourage staff to suggest improvement, and recognize high performing team to foster accountability. And number five, account lesson learned. After review and document each breakdown or project milestone, uh, we can know the prevent and revise the SOP and the mistake we do. Then employ TQM. What is TQM? That is total quality management. So first, uh, for the total quality management, we need to focus on the customer focus, to ensure safety, secure, and efficient transportation. The secondly is continuous improvement. So applying the PDCA cycle to process, review, enhancement. And number three, fact-based decision making. So by the fact-based decision making, best quality decision on data from diagnose and performance monitor can we see. And number four, supply quality management. So by ensuring components and service supply, we can know it if meets the predetermined quality standard. So by deploying these four total quality management, we can make sure the project runs smoothly. On least the adopting of new technologies. For the first technology we use is IoT sensor. IoT stands for Internet of Things. This sensor, um, like a monitor temperature, the vibration, the voltage in real times. So the sensor is placed inside the machine, and it can be monitored from afar, from the from the lab or from the management team. This sensor can show the exact value. So without this sensor, the temperature, vibration, and so on, we cannot know the exact value. We can also we can just anggarkan berapa nilainya without the sensor. Uh, Next, the predicament maintenance tool use an AI to predict component failure for timely replacement or use a advanced software to uh, to be the maintenance tool to the illustrate the breakdown part, the part that use. And then the thirdly, the CMMS, which is the computerized management computer system. So this centralized maintenance record and inspection report from each the regularly lah, and we know the update from each repair and maintenance. And number four, drone and camera inspection. This are suitable for the high or high building or tempat yang sempit, the close compartment. So by the use of drone and camera inspection, we can conduct overhead inspection safely and efficiently without use human. So by using drone and camera inspection, we know the how the material or the machine situation. We doesn't need people to go in the closed space and which is dangerous to the human. And the lastly is digital twin simulation. This tests scenario virtually before real implementation. This technology also got today, which is the SolidWorks or simulation or the analysis or and so on lah. This simulation can help the engineer to know the repair scenario virtually.
Hello, I'm Ian and I'll be presenting a few topics for today. Without further ado, let's get started. So, the first one is process strategy. We're using a project based strategy that is ideal for unique one off work like the KLIA Aerotrain services. It allows for high customization, close teamwork, and flexibility. If you read at the end of why, you can also see that it is also used in large infrastructure projects, which is what the KLIA Aerotrain restoration is. Moving on to the key equipment and technology. For equipment, we have specialized equipment such as rail alignment tools, cranes, and diagnostic software that will be used. Next, for the technology, we're also deploying modern technologies like IoT sensors for predictive maintenance, SCADA systems for remote control, and digital twin simulation to test the solutions virtually before implementation. Moving on to layout decision, we have made considerations and given the site-bound nature of the aerotrain itself, a fixed position layout is probably the most appropriate layout there is. Support zones nearby will use cellular layouts for tools and parts. The key layout considerations include worker safety, minimal disruption to airport operations, and efficient material flow. Now we're getting into the human resource strategy part of this presentation, starting with the workforce planning. So for workforce planning, we are using a mixed staffing model where MAHB internal staff for system familiarity and external specialists for tasks like diagnostics and repairs. So there's two mix of staffs here. That's what it means by a mixed staffing model. So this balance it provides the right expertise while managing the cost and deployment speed. And you can see that laid out in the ensuring part. Next, we'll go and look into the work scheduling. So this project runs 24/7, meaning the whole day. That is divided into three shifts: morning, evening, and night. So each shift includes supervisor, engineers or contractors, skilled workers, and a rotating safety officer. So doing this, it ensures a continuous progress and risk coverage for all the employees. Next, we'll check up on the performance and safety. So performance is tracked using KPIs like task completion rate, quality compliance, and downtime. So here we have to enforce strict health and safety measures. This is for the safety part, such as PPE use, hazard briefings, and heat stress controls. So all of that aligns with the DOSH and OSHA guidelines. So next, for the employee's perspective, we have feedback mechanisms. So feedback mechanisms is important to check or monitor if the workers are well and satisfied with management planning, work schedules, etc. So here we need feedback loops. Anonymous reports, suggestion boxes, and regular team debriefs are some of the feedback loops that we have. So what this does is it encourages openness and faster problem solving and better team morale altogether.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Sukri bin Yusuf. So I'll be presenting the capital budgeting aspect of our KLIA road and repair proposals. So after years of service and recent technical breakdown, MHB has opted for a repair and rehabilitation approach rather than a complete replacement. So this decision allowed the system to be restored more quickly and cost effectively while still ensuring passenger safety and service quality. So the total estimated budget for this repair project is 285 million. That's significantly lower than 783 million that originally proposed for full replacement program. Next, this budget is carefully allocated across key areas to ensure system performance and compliance. So first, 90 million is allocated for refurbishing the existing trains, which includes improvement to brakes, doors, HVACs, and onboard electronics. So then, 50 million is planned for tracks and gateway repairs, strengthening worn rail sections and correcting alignments. So 50 million will cover the calibration of signalings and communication systems, particularly the CBTC controls. So another 25 million is allocated for station upgrades, improving accessibility and passenger safety. And additional costs include project management, spare parts, logistics, and a contingency funds for millions for unexpected issues. So this detailed budget ensures that every critical component is addressed without overspendings. Now, let's evaluate the financial feasibility of the projects. First, NPV is expected to be positive due to reduced emergency repairs, lower operational disruptions, and improved system reliability. Second, the internal rate of returns exceeds MAHB's hurdle rate, meaning this project brings a return that justifies the investments. Finally, the payback period is estimated to be under 7 years, which is quite favorable for a transport infrastructure project of this scale. So this financial outcome supports our proposal not just from an operational point of view, but as a strategically sound investment for MHB.
Hello, my name is Ivy Arena. So for my topic, I will talk about supply chain. In this supply chain, there will be 8 subtopics. Without further ado, let's start. So, the supply chain management involves integrating important business operations from the end user to the original suppliers who offer goods, services, and data that benefits both of the customers and other stakeholders. A well-defined sourcing strategy optimizes the supply chain by selecting suppliers with the best pricing, quality, and reliability, managing costs through strategic partnerships, and fostering long term collaboration to enhance trust and quality. So, for the risk and purpose plan, all of the suppliers will be situated in Japan, and China, because these two countries provide some of the greatest high technology at reasonable prices. Although the delay and damage could happen due to long distance shipping. Next is the integrated decision making. This is a collaborative process that breaks down silos where all relevant information is evaluated when making key decisions, resulting improved outcomes and lower risks. So now let's move on to the logistic. Logistic manages and regulates the movement, storage, flow of products, services, data from the origin to the consumption to meet the customer demands. And then, for the appropriate automation or technology, a SCADA system should be implemented for real time monitoring and enabling quick responses to malfunctions. Automatic track switching and modern OEM signaling technology would enhance the train safety, accuracy, and responsive. The customer feedback assessment involves gathering all the information from the transportation users after the repairs are completed. The company will evaluate the new aero train system and seek feedback from both of the internal stakeholders and customers to assess satisfaction and identify improvement areas. And then for the inventory management is an effective system for customer to which uses customer data to improve supply chain efficiency. This would enable real-time tracking of components, reducing downtime, predicting maintenance needs, ensuring faster repairs with better stock management. Moving on to the next slide, which is the waste management system. Solid waste disposal faces logistical challenges requiring efficient and high speed solutions. To meet modern needs, the pneumatic waste collection system should be implemented at the KLIA aerotrain facilities for an effective and eco friendly waste management system. And then for the next one is the maintenance and the reliability. Maintenance involves routine tasks to keep equipment operational, such as inspections, repairs, and inform potential issue before breakdowns. While for the reliability, focus on designing equipment with fault tolerance and redundancy to prevent problems from occurring. And then for the next slide is the work order management system. This enables the organized creation, tracking, management of maintenance work orders, resulting in timely interventions and reduced downtime where it helps the manager of the aerotrain system. This will increase the communication and streamline process between supervisors, maintenance staff, and other stakeholders by using this integrated work order management system. So next, this is the cost benefit analysis. As we can see here, there are four costs and then four benefits. So for the first one is the cost, initial investment in preventive maintenance tools, training, and personnel. And then the benefit is reduce emergency breakdowns and repair costs. And then for the second one is rescheduling and labor costs for regular maintenance inspection. So the benefit increased reliability and less downtime for train operations. For the third one is potential downtime during scheduled maintenance. So the benefit extended lifespan of assets, reducing the need for costly replacements. Last but not least is the maintenance inventory and spare parts costs. The benefit is higher customer satisfaction, potentially leading to increased ridership and revenue. Moving on to the integration with technology. There are five elements which are smart rail system and automation, advanced diagnostics and predictive analytics, passenger experience, where real-time information system, mobile ticketing, and contactless payment solution. And then for the fourth one, sustainability through technological innovation, where the use of IoT and energy efficient technologies to reduce consumption. Last but not least is the collaboration with global tech partners. And then the impact of the aerotrain renovation includes improved system reliability, reduced downtime through predictive maintenance, and enhance the passenger experience. Also, upgrades in technology, diagnostics, and infrastructure will ensure safer, faster, and more efficient terminal transfer, especially during peak hours. And then the last one for the maintenance and reliability is continuous improvements and appropriate techniques. As you can see here, there are six techniques that we can see in this table. So for the first one is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. This is a structured and data-driven improvement cycle used in Six Sigma. And then for the second one is Kaizen. This is a continuous incremental improvement including all employees. And then for the third one is just in time. This minimizes inventory by producing only what is needed when needed. And then for the failure mode and effect analysis, identifies potential failure modes and their effects. For the fifth one is statistical process control. This uses control charts to monitor process variation and performance. The last one is non-destructive testing. These techniques used to evaluate materials or components without causing damage. That's all for my part. Thank you. And then the last one for the maintenance and reliability is continuous improvements and appropriate techniques. As you can see here, there are six techniques that we can see in this table. So for the first one is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. This is a structured.
So, in conclusion, the KLIA Aero 3D project is a smart and strategic move to revive one of Malaysia's most critical airport systems. So, instead of going for replacement, MHB chose the repair option, which not only save time but also cut costs by a huge margin, with the total cost tag at 285 million. So, financially, the number tells the story. We have a positive NPV, a high IRR that beats MHB benchmark, and a payback period of under 7 years. That indicates this project isn't just feasible, it's financially viable as well. So in addition to that, we have followed rigorous quality standards using ISO standards, TQM principle, and detailed inspection along the process. So what is making this project even stronger is that it's put safety and innovation first, with tools like IoT, sensor, and predictive maintenance software. So we're making this system long-term reliable. So to ensure continued progress, it is advisable to implement consistent monitoring, conduct safety audits regularly, and provide continual training for staff. This approach will enable KLIA to uphold efficient operation and reinforce public trust in the forthcoming years. That's all from. Thank you.